lock your doors, and listen carefully. In 2003, a strange incident terrified a small town hidden deep in the forests of West Virginia. Even today, locals refuse to talk about what happened near Raven Creek Trail after sunset. At the center of the story was a 16-year-old girl named Claire. Every afternoon after school, Claire rode home through a narrow forest road beside an old abandoned mining area. Most people avoided that road because of the strange disappearances connected to it over the years. But Claire never believed the rumors. One cold evening, her friend Madison left school early, so Claire had to ride home alone. The sun was already setting as she entered Raven Creek Trail. That's when she noticed something disturbing ahead of her. Far down the road, standing between the trees, was a tall figure watching her. At first, Claire thought it was just another person. But as she got closer, she realized something was horribly wrong. The figure looked like a woman whose entire body had been severely burned. Parts of her face were blackened beyond recognition. Torn skin hung from her arms, and smoke-like shadows drifted around her body. Claire stopped breathing for a second. Then suddenly, the woman vanished. Claire quickly grabbed her bike and tried to leave, but seconds later she heard footsteps behind her. Slow, heavy, dragging across the gravel road. She turned around. Nobody was there, but the footsteps continued. Closer, closer. Claire panicked and started running with her bike. Then something invisible slammed into her from behind. She crashed hard onto the road. Before she could stand up again, an unseen force dragged her across the ground into the forest. Claire screamed for help. Nearby residents later claimed they heard her screams echoing through the trees for several minutes. When her older brother finally found her, Claire was lying unconscious near the edge of the woods covered in cuts and bruises. But the terrifying part was, there were burn marks surrounding her body in the dirt. After the incident, Claire refused to speak for almost 2 weeks. When she finally did, she told her family the same horrifying story over and over again. She was standing above me, she kept whispering something, but I couldn't understand the words. An old local pastor later claimed the spirit belonged to a woman who died decades earlier during a mining fire that trapped several workers underground. According to the legend, her body was never recovered, and people who encounter her spirit usually experience terrible nightmares, sickness, or disappear completely. For months after the attack, Claire claimed she kept seeing the burned woman outside her bedroom window late at night, sometimes standing perfectly still, sometimes smiling. Then one night, the figure never appeared again. But years later, Claire still refuses to drive near Raven Creek Trail after dark. And locals say if you walk through those woods alone at night, you may hear slow footsteps following directly behind you, even when nobody is there. Would you dare walk through Raven Creek Trail alone after midnight?